Hello, I'm Jesse with American Radon Mitigation. Today we're working on a house that is a little bit challenging in the fact that it has a finished basement and we need to get multiple suction points in here to be able to drop the radon levels. So just an overview of this house, we've got an attached garage here. Under this space there's a small crawl space with a concrete floor. But as we head down to the basement, this is where things get a little bit challenging. Right around the corner we've got a suction point where we've got a 20-gallon pit, but we've got a footing that separates that crawl space area from here. And then we've also got a footing here which separates this space from the other side of the house. So our challenge is going to be, how do we get suction out in this main part of the house? For options, we could stitch. So we could drill a series of 5-inch holes across the floor here. And to do that, we'd have to pull the carpet up. Option B would be to put a separate system to serve this side of the house, and maybe that's up through a closet, or maybe it's going up and out the side of the house. I don't like that option because we've got 2 radon fans, got 2 fans to wire, so it adds a lot of complexity to it. However, here we've got a third option, and that third option is to run our pipe through this little chase where they've got a duct buried in here, go through these floor joists, and then that would allow us to get access into this mechanical room. So one thing to mention when we're running pipe horizontal, every 4 feet we've got to secure that pipe. So I can't just run pipe up here and let it dangle. I'd have to cut open the ceiling. To fix that, we could do access panels. The homeowner is going to redo this basement in the next few years, so he's fine with us cutting this open to run pipe through there. So our next step is going to be to do a communication test over there. If we get good results, then we're going to core the hole, dig the pit, and then we'll run diagnostic testing on that again and see if we need to do any further steps. I put a small test hole over here and applied suction to it with my shop vac to do a communication test, and we had pretty marginal results. Moving 3 feet over, putting a test hole here and doing that same communication test, you can see our pressure field extension is exponentially better. So just that 3 feet of difference can make all the difference. So that's why it's important to do diagnostic testing when you're doing radon mitigation. Now it's time to cut our access holes. We do them about 4 feet apart, and this little blade works well so that you don't cut wires. I do end up dropping this on Matt, and that's why I'm laughing. He got covered with sheetrock dust. Since then, we've started using an oscillating saw, which works a lot better. And here I'm just running the pipe from the mechanical room and across the ceiling. It's always fun working in these tight areas. And then we want to make sure we secure that every 4 feet. Now we're in the closet running the piping, and we do actually end up teeing this into a third suction point in the laundry room. Now we install these access panels to cover the holes. And that's one way to add multiple suction points to a home with a finished basement. Let us know in the comments if you've tested for radon, what your levels were, and where you're located.